Working with strokes and fills. In this lesson, we'll dive deeper into the basics as we learn about using shapes in After Effects. Let's get started. It's important to remember that when creating any shape in Illustrator, there are a few stroke options that might not translate well in After Effects. Let's take a look at our stroke panel inside of Illustrator. You can find this panel on the sidebar represented by this icon. If you can't find this panel, just go to Window and select Stroke, and this will make it visible. Feel free to attach it to any part of the interface that you feel most comfortable working with. If this is your first time opening the panel, it will probably show a limited amount of options. What I mean by this is that only the weight of the line will be visible. If this is the case, on your interface, you can click on the hamburger menu on the top right corner of the panel and select Show Options to display the complete panel interface. There are only a few shape fill options, and we'll probably only use two of them, the solid or gradient fill. Both of these options translate well into After Effects when importing them. Remember that using gradients tend to generate banding. What is banding, you ask? It is an ugly color artifact that makes a smooth gradient appear to be segmented into blocks or fragments. This can be caused by color profiles being too close to each other, a low bitrate, or even the compression of a video. It's advised that you use caution when using color gradients, keep them to a minimum, or ensure that colors are not too similar. For example, a medium blue and a light blue gradient will probably result in banding, whereas a purple and a red gradient will probably have smoother results. Here's an example of banding. This screenshot was taken from an MP4 video exported from After Effects. As you can see, in some of the gradients, bars are visible, and different colors don't smoothly transition into one another. This is something we really want to avoid so that our videos always look professional and crisp. Introduction to paths and masks in After Effects. Now, before we can move on to copying and pasting shapes from Illustrator into After Effects, there are a few things we need to take into consideration. In order to create shapes and then be able to paste them on a path or as a mask, we first need to create a shape in After Effects. To do this, click on the pen tool and create the shape you want. Once we have our shape, if we want to edit it or change the path, all we need to do is click on the shape, double-tap U on the keyboard, and then select the path property. This will allow us to select different nodes and move them around. Alternatively, we can go to Illustrator, select and copy a shape, and then paste it directly into this parameter in After Effects. Now the shape is a path ready to be animated in After Effects. The same principles for shape layers apply to layers with masks. Let's say we want to create a mask for a solid layer. First, we need to make a solid. I'm going to create a black one, and if I want to create a mask, select the pen tool and draw your shape by adding different nodes. Alternatively, you can select a predefined shape next to the pen tool, for example, a circle. Use Q on your keyboard to scroll through the shape options. Now we have two masks on our solid layer. If you select M on your keyboard, you'll be able to access the mask properties on the layer. Let's copy and paste this star from Illustrator onto our mask layer. As you can see, the star has replaced the mask we drew. If you don't want to replace a mask, using the pen tool, click anywhere on the solid and a new mask will be created where you can paste the shape. This will become a lot more clear when we start touching on the different things that can be or cannot be done with strokes and fills as we copy and paste more information from Illustrator into After Effects.